Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to the Tobosh Tangle on Factorio. This is the solder plant. Yeah, solder factory. What I'm just doing right now is I am grabbing up blueprints for, well, for the rest of these production chains down here, the ones that are actually working to a good extent. Because I do need to edit and update these things as far as getting them into actually being fully functional is concerned. So there is that. But grabbing these as a baseline to actually get that start on that is a super helpful idea. And this is the transistor plant, I believe. Transistor plant. Though, truth be told, there is actually a great deal that I'm discovering down here, which I never actually built to good efficiency, like completely balancing how well it's producing things and stuff like that. And I'm not going to copy this because this is just a, yeah, no, this isn't any good really. It just requires the basic inputs and then off it goes, so there's not much to be said about it. Anyway, yeah, moving on. There isn't much I can copy out of these areas, and it becomes a matter of hooking up basic resources like, for example, this part here, which produces all the ferric chloride solution. I remember how much of a pain that was to get put in production. So, I'm not looking forward to demolishing all this stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But it's going to happen sooner or later. Very much so. And then there's this area, which is just a bit of a tangle as well, so... Yeah, whatever. Leave it behind. Anyway, yeah. Since last time, I've had the bots tear down, as you saw at the end of the last video, and now they've just rebuilt it all. So this entire section is now ready for general production of these basic circuit boards. Just as soon as I get a chest into position to capture a spare supply of them, like that. Yep. And you are going to capture 3 stacks as usual. So there we go. Okay. This entire thing is now ready to go, in fact. Yeah, it's ready to go. So I just need to build a couple more splitters. I do wish, again, that I could actually build the better ones, but I can't. So yes, c'est la vie. That is where I want the wood, yes, and that is where I want the copper, yes. Like that. So those will just plug straight into the boards. Yeah, this will do it. And then I just want some tunnels to get everything past it, like so. Yep, that looks all fine. So this is all ready to be plugged in and extended. And I've got the position slightly wrong, because of course I have. Yeah, just down here, like that. That's all I need. Woo, okay. Resource line extended. Production of basic circuits underway at a good clip. Hopefully at a decent clip. Well, this thing should be fully functional as far as producing this stuff is concerned. And so it's ready for the next stage of production. Next stage of production, stage 2. And this is one of the big bottlenecks in my entire facility. And that is this stuff, basic circuit board. No, sorry, no, basic electronic board? Yeah. Basic electronic board. Clear that out. Okay. Basic electronic board. The problem with this, though, is that it requires some extra resources to come in the form of solder and transistors to get it produced. And so that's why I was just down there seeing what I could do as far as those blueprints are concerned. And for the most part, I think I can copy them as is, with the exception of the power poles and the yellow conveyor belts. So the designs do need updating. But this should all work okay. Yeah, there they are. Right. Basic electronics board, basic circuit board, 5 electronic components, and 1 solder. So yeah, this should be quite easy to do. And it's this entire setup is going to be a matter of gathering the required materials more than anything else. And that is all there is to it, because it just requires the stuff. Basic electronic components is the key factor, because that's what it requires in quantity. I don't want these single yellow transport belts in my inventory, but sure. Yeah, that's all going quite well. It could really do with a splitter, but can't do much about that. Oh well. This is definitely going at a really good clip. Anyway, let's get on with it. What I want for here is it needs a conveyor there for the output. Yep. For maximum efficiency, the output should be on there. And then the input lines are going to be in the middle like that. Yep. 1, 2, and then there's going to be an output line there. That's fine. And then it's going to be a factory there. Very good. And you're going to make these basic electronic boards. That looks great so far. To power everything, I require these things located throughout. So let's go ahead and drop in a couple more factories like that. It's going to be in sets of 6, because that is how the pattern is going to work. So yep, get all that sorted and straight. There's going to be another 2 power poles required. So to find them, there they are, right. Which are going to be there and there. Just for prettiness sake, lights go in the middle like that. So that's going to be a double tunnel on the resource input side, like that. Yep, that's looking good. Actually, I could do with wipe that, because I don't need those. I don't need to be maintained on greenhouses anymore. But what I want you to bring to me is blue tunnels. Yeah, just bring me blue tunnels and blue conveyor belts, please. Just to make sure I keep a decent stock of them on hand and I don't have to go running off to try and get them. Because that would be swell. I should probably ask them to bring me some factories and things as well, since I'm doing all this. Yeah, let's ask them to bring me some factories too. Bring for me level 2 assembly machines and level 1 electronics, wherever they are. There we go. Electronic assemblies. Okay, that'll make sure I've always got a stack of that required thing just sitting around. Yep, everything's working out quite nicely. I don't know what that red line is down there. That is slightly worrying. So let's continue. Right. I need to update these things with blue lines, actually, just because I'm at that stage, so I can do all that. Yeah, that'll do it. Actually, I can't have that there. I've got to have that as just stock like that. So, yes. Okay, now, this is going to be a case of, again, blue insert is being required. So dump my spare inserter stock straight into my taskbar. Yep, that's all sorted. And get loading. Unfortunately, lights are going to have to go somewhere else. So I guess like that. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. And then like that. And then unloading will just be quite regular over there. And for the prettiness factor, light, light. Done. Okay. That's the basic pattern for electronic assembly machines. Excellent. Though sadly, this is going to have to be, the conveyors feeding into it is going to have to be re-engineered every single time. And there's no real way around that, but it does require resources coming in from elsewhere. So, thank you for that. I don't know where my logistics bots have got to, but they're around somewhere. Basic electronic factory. There we go. Basic electronic factory. And I'll just install a level there as well, so that'll be ready to start production straight away. That is very good. Then now I've got to get the output sorted out. Need some tunnels. Need a tunnel to get here because it requires this extra input kind of thing. Yeah, that'll do it. Now then, as I said, it requires the a whole batch of basic electronic components, so that's going to take one entire belt. So the other belt is going to have to be the solder plus the basic circuit boards. And I'm going to have to put that one like this. Okay, circuit boards can come in on this path here. Yep, that looks fine. Here comes the first of the drones. Oh, and they immediately have to go to recharge. Okay, let's bring up my other blueprint book. What I require is one of these. Here we go, recharging pads. Put one there, yeah. Okay. I find it so handy to have a blueprint to allow me to just call for those pads whenever I require it. Yep, that'll do it. Put in a splitter. Actually, I've got a blueprint for this as well, haven't I? Where is it? Is that it? No. I know I kept a blueprint for this. Here we go. Right. Not quite the layout that I want, but hey, can't choose it all. At least that's going to do it okay. So, I just have to put that there and change where the output is slightly. So there we go. Sorted. Except for the fact it needs everything else. This is going to be a fun part, I can tell. Right. To make this stuff, I'm going to put some plants down here, actually. Get that sorted out. Yep. At least with all those Armageddon bases gone, my defences are calming down at least a little bit. So that's a start, I suppose. Now the big problem here is I need to get the resources as well. And I'll put this into my electronics, into my factory blueprint book. That's something else I did. I changed exactly where I've got these blueprints coming in. So that I've got... oh, this area needs a relay as well. There we go. Yep. I've added a second book which I'm going to just put the factory blueprints in. So I can just call it like this, and the other one's going to have more general stuff. Now then, where am I going to put this? This is just a basic layout for producing solder. So it doesn't really need much by way of space. I just need to make sure to hook it all up properly. I guess along here is probably a good place to put it. Like that. Maybe. Maybe. The thing is, though, that I require resources as well, so it's going to have to be like that way. Get the resources in. Leave some space for things to move past it, like that. Okay, I guess that'll do. But I need to pull up these plans for the pipes that were going past it and the power poles and things like that. And just generally update the entire thing. Because that's what it requires. Actually, I might as well just cancel those yellows as well. Because it requires blues. And it's... oh yeah, I have small power poles actually in storage. So let's expand this slightly with a couple more, like that. And you're going to make solder as well. Yep, that's all fine. I need the output to be on the outside. It needs an extra factory, yeah. Come on, my bots, you can do better than this. Like that, yep. Looks okay. Now then, to make the solder, it just requires the basic bits and pieces, and it only requires one input for each line, so no tunnels required. So that's very good, like that. Come on, construction bots. I'm waiting on you now, mostly. One there, and one there. And I'll install lights on the opposite sides for the prettiness factor. And then it's going to be entirely blues through like this, just to feed it all in. And there we go. Okay. That is my new solder production blueprint. So let's go ahead and wipe the other one. Oh yeah, that's not quite done. Transistor plant, solder plant, wipe you. Grab you out for the moment, because I want you to grab this. And this is going to be the solder factory. Solder factory, check. Excellent. Oh, and it doesn't put you back in the book. Okay, right. But yeah, that's going to be production plant for solder. It just requires resin and solder plate. Resin, okay, that's going to be another production line, I expect. Search for resin. Since this requires wood, it doesn't require anything special. So I can actually just jam in some factories over here, actually, and do it that way. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Can one of these guys make resin? If I remember correctly, they can't. Let's have a look. No, they can't. Electronics only? Right, it's going to have to be the other factory type. It's going to have to be here as well. Actually, is this going to be... Yeah, here. 1, 1, 1, like that, okay, because I want to have this area relatively clear so things can go through it. But you guys are going to be making resin for me. Not at a great speed though, mind you, but I don't think I require that much of it. So it should be okay. So I don't actually need an outright factory blueprint because this is just simple stuff. This is all very, very simple stuff. Then I put it out. What was that? I think I just... Oh, well, it's another emergence going on. I think that's... Oh! Damn it! This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Because it's right in the middle of my base, so it might be a slight issue going on. Still, let's just jam in some better armor, thank you. I'm slightly distracted. Jam in power poles. This is all starting work. Yep. And now I need to check my... I've got turrets firing. All along there, yep. Okay, my internal defences down there, such as they are still holding fast, but I can't just leave it to them. I've got to go and deal with this. Because with the class of aliens being spawned and things like that, yeah, something just detonated, so I can't just leave these spawners alone. I've got to go and deal with it. My internal defences are not actually being produced as of yet. Actually, that's something I could probably do. Give me research panel. I need requester. Here we go. Requester. Upgrade logistics network. Requester chests. Active requesters. I can do that. Okay. Once I get that tech, I can build turret assemblies, which will... Yeah, some of them got taken out, some of them didn't, so I'll just kill this one quickly, so that it's no longer a problem. That one died quickly as well. It seems it jams into any... Yeah, these things jam into any kind of space where they'd fit. Basically. That's why some have appeared down on this ore field now. But I've got to take out the spawner. They've done some damage. I really do like the sniper rifle, it's really good. They've taken out a couple of conveyors and things. They've also taken out a radar which my base can't actually repair. So I'm going to have to do that myself. Radar Mark 2. Yep, okay, that's fine. Some of my systems are a bit jammed up, but nothing serious. Well, not too serious actually, but yeah. Sure. Let's just jam all that into there and call it fixed. Okay. I just need to replace the radar. There we go. And that's also a better radar than was there as well. And you can see this huge pollution spike that's gone on. And massive incoming, eh? I doubt I'll be there in time to actually see anything, but you never know. Oh, chest full. Oh yeah, of course, because it's been dumping all the resources everywhere. Right. Yeah, you can see what I did with the inserting things over that way. Let's get up here. I think that attack's already been dealt with, so there's no cause for panic, but I just want to make sure, because the entire thing was funneling together into a single offensive line. So, yep, that all got shot up by even this small number of turrets. Okay, that's great. Though there is more and more armies being summoned by the entire, the entire fact that I've had Armageddon mods getting killed. So I've got more attackers wandering in. Nothing my snipers and guns can't really handle though. Okay, last thing I'm going to do for this particular video, because I know I'm just running over the time now, is I'm going to put down a radar turret up here. So I've got better vision of the entire area. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. So yeah, I'm going to have to call it there. I've actually made some more progress on getting my factories up and running. It's just getting supplies and logistics sorted out for some of this stuff now. So this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you. Something blew up. Corner turret. Don't care about that. This has been Iron Mark III. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, such as it is. And I'll catch you some other time. See you later.